Good evening and welcome once again to Meydan Racecourse. It is the final episode of Race to the World Cup. I am your host, Shamila Hanley. It has been a sparkling season of the carnival this year, and it all ends with this dazzling race. 11 fantastic horses go to post for the 28th renewal of the Dubai World Cup. History will write itself on the dirt at Meydan Racecourse. And of course, I've been having so much fun with my guests on Race to Dubai World Cup. And on our final episode, we have Carlos Morales from Agentes 305. Thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation.
We've known each other a few years, so it's great to have you on the show with me today. Just explain to us what actually is Agentes 305.
Agentes 305, it's basically a multimedia platform focused 100% on horse racing. We cover everything related with horse racing, not just about the results or what happens in the race itself, but also everything that is behind the action of horse racing. Trainers, jockeys, grooms, owners, breeders, everyone that makes or plays a part in the entire puzzle of this amazing industry. I always try to connect with them, learn about their thoughts, about their struggles, but also their success. And this focus, it remains the same for every single race. Obviously, there's big focus also in big races like the Dubai World Cup or the Saudi Cup or the Triple Crown back in America. But always with consideration on how relevant it is, the industry itself, how relevant it is, the role of the horse and everyone that is around it with a very positive approach. So we try to do our best to bring the best of the industry to all audiences, not just Spanish-speaking, but also English-speaking and Japanese, hopefully in the future.
Absolutely. So we are in good hands to preview the final race of Dubai World Cup night, saving the best for last. And here's a little preview of what to expect.
The grand finale, the 2025 Dubai World Cup. All eyes are on Forever Young, the electrifying Japanese superstar who dazzled in America before storming to victory in the Saudi Cup. This time, he stands on the brink of immortalizing his name in history books forever. Will Forever Young rewrite the record books? Will there be shocking upsets? Only time will tell. The answers will unfold when the lights shine bright at Meydan Racecourse in a night of unforgettable racing.
Well, if that doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. But let's take you through the runners and riders for the final race of the night. Horse number 1 is international favourite and top rated at 128. It is the youngest horse in the race as well, Forever Young. Horse number 2 is a hit show for the Brad Cox team. Horse number 3, Il Miracolo for Antonio Sano. Horse number 4 is a local hero, Imperial Emperor for Tygo Shea and Bupat Seymour. Horse number 5, Katona for Sylvester de Souza and Doug O'Neill. Horse number 6 is Mixto for Doug O'Neill and Frankie Dettori. Horse number 7 is Ramjet. Horse number 8 is Rattle and Roll from the US, from the Kenny McPeak team. Horse number 9, Ushba Tesoro, who won the Dubai World Cup in 2023. Horse number 10, another one for Bupat Seymour, Walk of Stars. And last but not least, we have Wilson Tesoro in number 11. And Carlos, we had the gate draw a few days ago. Everyone actually seemed happy with their positions.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any kind of complaints or any connections like getting concerned about the results. Like if we focus, for example, with the local Bupat Simar, he was pretty much excited with walk of starts post position in the first. He actually said like if you have a sprinter or a front runner in this race, you wanted to be in the inside. He definitely have the inside post. And the number 10 for Imperial Emperor, he was happy as well. He gave it the time for the horse to relax, sit, and wait for make his move. Same thing, Rider and Roll. He got the post position too, but Kenny was actually happy with that result. He said, like, this is exactly what I want because the horse is gonna run less and stay more focused on having the time that he needs to come from behind. Forever Young is just in the middle. Ushbet Tesoro, good results. Wilson Tesoro, no complaints at all from anyone.
I was surprised by that because trainers are usually the first people to complain about any of the stall draw they get, but Forever Young is smack bang in the middle of them. But let's talk about a horse that you already mentioned, a local hero for us here in the UAE. It's Imperial Emperor from the Zabeel Stables team. Hopefully we can see him winning the Al Maktoum Classic there. I mean, he has improved leaps and bounds since the start of the season, Carlos.
Yeah, definitely. This is a horse that had been improving himself, and the way how he won the Al Maktoum, if that wasn't convincing enough of the talent that this horse have, I don't know what it's going to be. Definitely, it is a horse that we need to take into consideration for this race. Takoshi actually decided to go with this horse for the big one after Laurel River wasn't part of the selection of horses that will be running the Dubai World Cup. So definitely a horse that we need to take into account for this race.
Exactly. And I wasn't expecting him to win by 8 lengths either. But yeah, he's done so well this season. And for a Tig to choose him instead of Walk of Stars, I think that says a lot. But it is a shame that our winner from last year, Laurel River, won't be running this year.
Yeah, definitely. We were all waiting that match, like the same match that we have in the Saudi Cup between Romantic Warrior and Forever Young. We were expecting that match between Forever Young and Lord River. Sadly, it wasn't able. That didn't happen. But Bupat Simar has been sharing that the horse is doing very well. The plan continues to be to return Lord River for the next season to give it a try, hopefully, to come back for a revalidation of the Dubai World Cup, but also maybe give it a try to the Saudi Cup.
Exactly. And we just see here Walk of Stars winning the Al Maktoum Challenge, beating his stablemate Imperial Emperor. So I think it's going to be neck and neck between them, if anything, out of the local stars anyway.
Yeah, the key here is going to be Walk of Stars is a front runner. How many other challengers is he's going to have in the first 4 lanes that could make that the situation? I don't think he's going to be as comfortable as he was last year, Royal River. He's a good sprinter, post position 1. He definitely has that in his favor. With a good break, he should like easily take in the lead. But well, other horses like Wilson Tesoro let that happen, or Mixto that used to run very close to the lead. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that there's too many things in play here. But Walk of Stars is very talented. Bupa, it's very much, he understands and he is aware of his talent, but he has shared also that it's not an easy horse to train, not an easy horse to ride. So that's going to be a big question mark there.
Exactly. And let's hear what Bupat Simar had to say on his 2 stable stars.
And a horse that's been really impressive this season for you is Imperial Emperor, obviously. Were you expecting him to be a Dubai World Cup runner?
Not when we bought him, but those are the hopes and dreams that when you buy these horses. I mean, he's by Dubawi out of Fast and Rock Mare Zukova. I think she's half sister to Charlie's horse, who was the best horse in the world, Gayat. Some great pedigree, but obviously when you buy these horses, you think they'll get there. But he's been very good. He's had 4 runs this year. He won 3 times, and he was second to Walk of Stars in the Grade 1. So happy with him. All is good so far, and hopefully we get a good draw. He's one of those horses. He trains well. He doesn't break the track record in the morning, but he trains well, and this is exactly what he's doing. That's what it's all about. It's not just a sport of kings. It's collectively so many people can enjoy racing, enjoy race horses, and this is what it's all about, I think.
And how's Walk of Stars been doing, and what are your hopes for him for the World Cup race as well?
He's a horse with immense talent. We took him to Saudi, didn't work out for him. He's a horse who likes to be familiar with his surroundings. He's a little bit faint-hearted, I would think. A little bit of a nervous horse. So Saudi, unfortunately, he lost a lot of weight when he went there. He's back in his home ground, you know, in his stable, on his track, the track he likes. He's doing well.
We always get such great insight from Bhupat Seymour and the Zabeel team. But I think we should move on to the international favourite, Forever Young. Everyone is really looking forward to this horse. I know I am. I can't wait to see what he has to do.
Definitely, this is a horse that have the attention of everyone that love horse racing around the world. It has been growing the hearts of everyone also, from being almost close winner of the Kentucky Derby in 2024, winning the UAE Derby here, beating Autobahn in the way how he did it, and as you are seeing it right now in the screen, this is not the horse we were discussing this, like it's gonna win by 5 lengths, but it's gonna horse that is gonna go for a win, even by a neck. And you can see here, this was a win of the UAE Derby, but I would say 1 length and a half, and it's the style of this horse. He has been building. There were a lot of expectations in the Breeders' Cup Classic to get that horse in the winner's circle. It didn't happen. He hasn't had the perfect trip at that time, but he come back strong. He definitely the stronger as the Sodico winner. Yoshito Yahagi has been very, very vocal in the sense of like he not just come back from the race well, he come back stronger. That means that this horse is meaning business. You can see it in the morning. He has grown as a horse, but also mentally, he's this kind of horse that knows that he owns the place. He has the talent, and he's just like enjoying the ride. And definitely, this is one quality of him that everyone is like paying attention, and he has become the vedette. That's the reality.
That is true, and he's only been beaten twice in his career, both in the US. And I've seen a trend of horses that do really well in the UAE Derby. They go on to the Kentucky Derby, and they don't do so well. Remember Thunder Snow?
Of course. Yeah, one of the key things there is the time difference between when the UAE Derby happens and the Kentucky Derby. That you're talking about a month and a half, taking into account quarantine, traveling, and all that. So it's not as easy as it should be. But in the case of Forever Young, he's a traveler. He's well known for each of the different races. He does it in a different country every time. He hasn't run in the same country for 2 times in a row. So he's used to it. That I think that was the big difference when we talk about his performance last year.
Exactly right. And I was lucky enough to go speak to the work rider of Forever Young a few weeks ago. Let's see how he got on.
My name is Yukihiko Araki. I'm an assistant trainer of Yahagi Stable and riding Forever Young every morning. Not nervous. I'm really, looking forward to it. And we had Forever Young gallop this morning. That was really good. Good balance and really good stride. So yeah, so far so good. The last year, Saudi Derby, he won after that, came to Dubai and went to America. But the last year Dubai time, he really enjoyed, and the condition was really good. So he spent here about over a month last year, and also here this year too. And he's going to spend more like a month. So Dubai is like his second home. Probably doesn't mind. Maybe he loves traveling. So usually like a horse gets really nervous to get stalling in flight and also in the track, but looks like he's enjoying that. Ryusei Sakai, he's our stable jockey, and also he's still young, but getting really good results and so many winners in Japan. He's in now like top 4, top 5 in Japan. We are expecting that he is going to be the next legend Yutaka Take, and he's very, very focused on racing every week. So nothing to say. He's really good man. Yeah, I don't really mind about the contenders. What we do is just make him perfect condition, and also make him happy, and then go to the race. That's all. Compared to the last year Dubai, I feel like he's, of course he got used to it, but I feel he grew up more and more, and so when I ride, I feel his balance is really getting better and body is getting muscular, so the traveling is affected a lot. Yeah, and after that I rode him in here, and he was like very, very good, more than I expected, which means because he battled with romantic warrior. Maybe romantic warrior lift his potential up by the race. So we have much respect to romantic warrior, and hope he's gonna win Dubai here and my one too. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that James McDonald took romantic warrior outside and passed Forever Young very easily. But yeah, I just believed my horse. Yeah, that's all. They said to me, Forever Young was really strong and good race. So I said, oh no, yours better, because that was a dirt. Romantic Warrior was first dirt race. So I just said, I don't want to battle you anymore. Now what we gotta do is just aim for Dubai World Cup and win a race. Yes, proud of Forever Young, of course, but proud of the room and the whole team. So yeah, it's going really good so far. So it's just keep doing that. He's still young, like getting really like calm and focusing on really well, but still do sometimes like childish things. But he's forever young. He wants to be forever young, I think.
That's one of my favorite quotes of the week. He's forever young, so he still wants to be forever young, and he is the youngest horse in the race. And we were speaking before we came on the show that he loves a challenge. He loves a horse to chase.
Yeah, he's definitely a horse that likes to battle, and he's not. And as we were saying, he's not going to win by 10 lengths or 5 lengths. He wants to fight that win, but always at the end win. You see it in all his previous races. It's always half length, one length, 2 length top, I would say, but always staying very close to the challengers, but he in the front. Same thing happening in the Kentucky Derby last year, where he was like challenged, and I think that was part of the reason. Besides of all of the other variables, it's just like he likes that battle, that like neck by neck. Let's make it to the final furlong. But definitely he's a fighter, and that you can tell in all his races, the way how he defies the challengers, and at the end, the way how he likes to challenge them and take them all the way to the wire.
Exactly, and I really hope he does well. There's been so much hype around him, but not only that, I've had the song Forever Young stuck in my head all week. It's been on everybody's Instagram stories.
Forever Young, yep, definitely. I think this is a horse for the ages. He has not just revived passion for horse racing for so many audiences and people around the world, but also that concept of an horse idol that you can actually follow, that you can actually cheer for him, that you're expecting, that now you have like caps, you have jackets, you have like, and everyone wants one of the, even myself, I want, where is my bicycle cap? So yeah, this is a horse for the ages. I think that there's gonna be much more time that we will continue talking about Forever Young. Thankfully also the trainer confirmed that he will continue doing campaign in 2026 as a 5-year-old. Why not? If he's doing so well, why not keeping up and bringing the best to the industry, but with a horse at this level of talent?
Exactly, and that's how you keep fans. And we're going to go on to a horse that has already won the Dubai World Cup back in 2023, and that is Ushba Tesoro. He has tried last year as well. He came second. So what do you think he's going to do this year?
That's a very good question. This is a horse that will rely a lot in the speed. And if there's not much speed, then it's going to be a challenge for him to keep it up. When he won the Dubai World Cup back in 2023, there was a lot of speed. That was in his favor. He actually won easily that race. In the case of, like, for example, if we talk about the Breeders' Cup Classic last year, he didn't have the chance. It was a race where he didn't encounter himself. Also, he had some issues during the week. In the case of like the Saudi Cup, there wasn't that much the distance between Romantic Warrior and Forever Young. And Ushba, the sort of that he was third, but a long, the same, almost kind of the same as it was with Laurel River. He was second in the last year in the Dubai World Cup, but second by 10 lengths. So I think the challenge for Ushba Tesoro is gonna be the speed, and if there's a speed, there's gonna be Ushba Tesoro at the end.
Exactly, and kind of the opposite to Forever Young. He is the oldest horse in the race at 8 years old. Do you think that he's still strong enough to go against these other contenders?
I think he's competitive enough. How competitive it is his level at this moment, we will find out definitely tomorrow. But this is a horse that is up to the challenge. He has the talent. You see him in the mornings. The way how he behaves, he still have that attitude. He still have that will of running, and that's key. Per my understanding and everyone else, this is his last race. After this, he's going to be retired. So I think, yes, he's gonna be up to the challenge, but it's gonna be that last race. How do you want to end up to be? I think it's gonna be the best as possible. If he's at the top of his game, he may be. We will find out tomorrow.
We will indeed. And another horse I really like the look of this week in the mornings is Il Maracolo. What do you make of his chances? He was outpaced last time out at Del Mar, I'd say.
Il Miracolo is a very interesting horse. He had a very tough campaign when he was 3-year-old and 4-year-old. He's coming from a layoff in some capacity. His last race was in the Pacific Classic. He was outpaced, as you mentioned. When he ran in the Belmont Stakes, he was actually the leader at the beginning of that race. In this case, I know that the horse it's coming prepared to have a good run. Antonio Sano, his trainer, he's confident that the horse is in perfect fit for the race. That's the reason why he's continue with the horse being in the starting gate. You can see here galloping. The horse looks very fresh, enjoying the track. I had spoken with the exhausted rider. He feel that the horse is holding himself very well to this track. Can he manage the distance? Yes, he can. Can he manage the field? That's going to be the big question. I think he has the talent. He has the gun runner blood inside of him that it make, I don't know, the heritage always come up any time. It's not going to be easy, but hopefully it will be in the top 5.
Exactly right. And a horse that's also not only caught my eye, but caught my heart in the morning track weeks as well is Rattle and Roll. And let's hear what the assistant trainer, Francisco, has to say about him.
He's been great. He got settled in as soon as we got here. He seems to get over the track very well. And yeah, we're very excited about his chances. We're thankful for the committee and the racing club for giving us the opportunity to be here. So the big travel was from Chicago to Riyadh, but he handled that well, and just about a little bit over an hour coming to Dubai. But he's all class, and he seems to handle it very well. And he's got a good mind, so I think that helps him. Danny's been, he's been pulling him since day one, and I think he's been a little bit fresh coming into this race, so those are good signs.
As Francisco said, he's been pulling his work rider around, and I believe he said his work rider is 74 years old. Can you believe that?
Yes, I do, actually. Danny Ramsey, he's a really good exercise rider. He has been like the right hand of Kenny McPeak for several years. And as you can see, he still have the strength to hold the horse. He has been the exercise rider of Horse of the Year in America, Torpedo Anna. He has been the exercise rider of so many good horses that have been in McPeak barn. In this case, in Rattle and Roll, you can see how the horse is pulling, that the horse wants to like run, and he managed to control even at the age. And you talk with him, and he's forever young. He's definitely has that spirit that you will never think that has the age of 74 years old.
Yeah, and I do love the saying, like, you're only as old as you feel. And yeah, he's just a perfect example of that. And Rattle and Roll, he won the Saudi Cup qualifier back in January in Riyadh. He ran in the Saudi Cup. And then when he came over here, he did have to wait a while to get an invitation to the World Cup.
Yes, that is correct. There was a lot of evaluation about the horse be fit for the race, taking into account all those different races that he already ran. And thankfully, he passed the test and he's fit. Kenny McPeak had shared it with not just with me, with every media, how confident he is about the condition that the horse have. You can see it here, how he's doing. He has a very strong gallop. He seems to be in perfect condition. This morning, William Buick was at top of the horse for the first time. And he said that he was surprised actually how much the horse was pulling him and the strength that the horse has. And he felt also that the horse adapted very well to the dirt here. So it could be a big surprise, a nice surprise, I would say.
Absolutely. And my colleague Kareem was down by the track this morning, and he was lucky enough to talk to his trainer, Kenny McPeak.
Well, we were able to let William Buick familiarize himself with the horse this morning, and I think that's important that he get to know how Rattle and Roll feels underneath him. But talking to William, I think it's pretty simple because we're in number 2, that there's some speed either side of us. We're going to let them run to the first turn, and we just follow them. I don't give complicated instructions to William. I'm going to let him do what he does well. And we're extremely excited. We think our horse is physically doing super. And at this point, we're going to need a little pace in the race, but we think we'll get that.
Rattle and Roll got the 5th position in Saudi Cup, and also he will meet again with the other contenders who beat him during that race. How do you see this point?
Well, I think we were a little further back than we would have liked in the Saudi Cup. He was way further back than I really anticipated. I think in this 10 furlong race this weekend, or 2,000 meters, I think you'll see him laying closer. And William and I have already talked about that, but ultimately it'll be up to William and where he places him. But the race needs to have a little pace for him to win, and hopefully that happens.
Your thoughts about what's going to happen during the race, because most of the people here or in the world, the fans, the media, are talking about Forever Young and the other horses. How do you see this point?
Well, having run against Forever Young in the Kentucky Derby last spring, so we watched him train a lot. Fantastic horse, but you really don't worry yourself about one horse. You never miss a race because you're worried about one horse. And Forever Young's obviously a great horse. At the same time, it's horse racing, and a lot can happen, and that's why we come. And when we feel like, if Forever Young doesn't run his best race, then we have an honest chance to win.
Kenny McPeak, how do you find the atmosphere here during these days here in Dubai before the Dubai World Cup?
Well, great energy. I've been coming to Dubai for 23 years now, and every time the city changes. And I think the job that Sheikh Mohammed and his team have done here has been amazing. It's a real credit to all their hard work, effort, and obviously money to put this together. And I think it's vital that horse racing have more venues like this. This grandstand's amazing. The facilities are amazing, and hope I come back every year.
Cross finger for Rattle and Roll. Wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah, so thank you so much. All right.
I love when the US invaders come in and take over the track. 2 horses from the Doug O'Neill's team that I would like to talk about is Katona and Mixto. What have your impressions been of them in the mornings?
Mixo has been very strong in the mornings. He has shown a lot of good intention to run. This is a very good-looking horse from Doc O'Neill barn. I think like he's looking ready for the challenge. Would he be ready for the up to the level of the challenge? That's the question. But he's looking really good.
And Katona as well. And one of the quotes that Leandro, the assistant trainer, used in one of the shows last night was when they were asking him, do you think that their horses will be able to take on Forever Young? He said their horses will fight like cats until the end of the race to try and get to the front, which I love that quote.
Definitely, it is a very interesting quote. But yeah, they are talented. Again, Mixto is a horse that likes to run close to the pace, but Katona likes to run from the back. So let's say that the Doc O'Neill team have a strategy. You have the one that is going to be stay close to the pace, the one that is coming from behind. So depending on what happens, it could go either one way or the other. So they will fight, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and we can just see Mixto out here on the track. He looks absolutely fantastic. And Doug O'Neill always turns them out really well as well. It was great to see Doug at the track today because it's just been Leandro. But, I mean, all the horses Doug brings out here, they have talent. And I feel like he wouldn't just put two horses in the race just for fun.
Oh, definitely. He's coming here to win. Actually, if you want to make any kind of comparison, last year, Doc O'Neill wasn't able to travel. He's here already. He arrived yesterday, Thursday in the morning. And today he has been like taking care very closely of the horses. Both horses are looking very good. They have talent. They are well prepared for the race. Let's see if the way how the race develops, it will play in their favor.
And last week I got to speak to the assistant trainer of Doug O'Neill, Leandro Mora. So let's see what he had to say about their two runners.
Pretty good. They are adjusted pretty well. Looks like the weather is good for them, and I'm happy.
How have they been taking to the track?
Very well. This long walk, because we're on quarantine, it's a 2.5 mile one way. It'll be 5-mile trip. It's great trail for them to make it over here.
And how did they cope with the traveling? It's a long way from America.
It's a little dehydration thing because, they have to lay over in another country and be picked up and come over in planes. Sometimes that doesn't help them, but I think we got the better travelers this year, and I'm pretty happy how they did it, though.
So you guys have an advantage having two horses in the Dubai World Cup. Is there one that you prefer?
Back like 6 months ago in San Diego, California, we ran them both together in the same race, and I was favoring in Katona because I thought he had a better chance. And Mixto ended up winning that race. Katona finished like 5th or 6th. So it's hard for me to tell now. Both are adjusted to the track, and this track I love it. This is, in the horse will tell you. So it's kind of separating both right now. I know they're not the best horses on the race, but we're going to give it a shot.
Very best of luck, and it's great to speak to Leandro always by the track. He always has great stories. Let's go straight into our race predictions for Dubai World Cup night. Obviously, we've been concentrating on the Dubai World Cup race itself, but there are 8 other races, and I'm really looking forward to the Golden Shaheen, if anything. Yep, you can see our selections on the screen there. Carlos, what other races are you looking forward to in particular?
Definitely the Golden Shaheen. I think there's a very competitive field this year in this race, and it could go in one way or the other, or it could be a challenge between Toss and Strano Chaser, or if that doesn't happen, then it will be a very open field of auctions. They are very talented horses from US, for example, Super Show, from Japan, American Promise. Fun fact, they are both actually related. They are brothers from the mother side. So I think like the talent is there, and it could happen many things, but it's very, very interesting, the field, the way how it's structured this year for the Golden Shaheen. That's one of the races that I'm looking for. Which one are you looking forward to
I'm exactly
watch?
the same. Golden Shaheen. I cannot wait to see Straight No Chaser coming round that bend. I hope it's a good battle between him and Tuz. We've both gone for Forever Young as our first picks, and you've gone for Rattle and Roll, and I have gone the way of Wilson Tesoro for my underdog selection.
Yeah, in the case of myself, Forever Young definitely is the one to beat. And Rattle and Roll. not just because he comes from US and I need to support in that sense, but also he's talented. I never seen Kenyan pick so confident on not just the way how the horse is prepared for the race, but also how key it is that is 2 terms, 2,000 meters or 10 furlongs, that it could play all this as a beneficial for this horse. Let's remember, this is a horse that is a multi-grade 1 winner since he was 2 years old. He has won in every single, like 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. He has won grade 1s. So he has a talent. Let's see if he has the chance to actually prove it this tomorrow. But I think definitely if we want to look for money or auctions or something interesting, Rally and Roll, it could be that one.
I have to agree with you. Thank you so much, Carlos, for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure to have you. And it could all come down to the wire tomorrow evening here under the floodlights at Meydan Racecourse. Best of luck to everyone.